Hello and welcome again to Promethean Directive Testing. And I'm too used to saying New Rumble, but no it isn't. It is Promethean Directive this time. And yeah, I've got the rule set selected, so let's just get to selecting some vehicles for this as well. So I did change some things about the Steinburg, so perhaps we'll do something with that later. For now though, I don't think we've seen the Königin at all yet, or if at all we didn't see it much. And it's roughly in the same cost area as the DD10, so that's our first battle for today. I was kind of hoping some of my allies slash teammates could join me for this, but sadly they can't. I think that's the DD10. That is the DD10. That is definitely. The Königin has a sub-object, or a sub-vehicle with it. Yeah, it does. It has a plane. Is that a plane gear, or is that... Oh, we'll see what that is. It doesn't have a friend... Did it just hit its mother vehicle? Or parent vehicle? Does this have no identify friend or foe? Well, either way. What the fuck are you firing to hit that hard? You killed almost 2% of the blocks on that thing. Okay, so... Yeah, that's the frag spam coming in return. But there's a bunch of shells here. Sabo Finstep. Huh. Now that kills so many blocks all at once. I don't know. Whatever. Perhaps it goes to missiles. Oh. The Raya is getting clapped. Also, that hurt again. It's just losing blocks like crazy. It's almost rolling over. Is it trying to torpedo the plane? Which the Raya is not looking great right now. Oh. Do we get to see the torpedo hit? Yes! The anti-air torpedoes. You love to see it. Okay, that thing has surge protectors. Do we have surges researched at this stage? Which, this stage being June 7th. Because that does somewhat matter, after all. Okay, so the Königin's just staying at long range, which I think is going to be the right choice. Pardon me. Yeah, it's shredding, and it is just sniping from afar. Look at the damage on them. Sabo Finstep is truly one of the most retarded shell types, but it's just too good to not be using it. Also, is that a torpedo that's stuck into the funnel? Your days are numbered, poor funnel. Your days are indeed numbered. And that's a turret cap. So... I have a slight feeling that the Königin's winning this one. Königin seems like quite a strong vehicle in general. And the torpedo apparently broke free. Let's take a look at the Königin. It doesn't have too much damage on it, but... yeah. The Königin's not taking much damage right now. It's just dealing much more damage. Which, that's pretty good. Here comes the torpedo. That may have been the first torpedo hit. Here comes another bunch. One of them hitting. Those do quite a bit of damage, so maybe more torpedo hits. And the Königin's kind of going to fall off a little bit. Yeah, that hurts. Here they come. Yeah, this is the slope layer, it seems. That's 2 meters of metal and slopes gone. There's another layer of metal and alloy here to keep the turrets safe. Huh. That did not kill a turret yet. Although I feel like it's not gonna be far off. Like at this point this has got to be... Oh yeah, that's the turret. Ah, there's some heavy armor on the turrets themselves. Isn't this like clipping? Either way, I'm not the one to judge it. As long as it benefits me, I don't mind. That's a bad way to going about things, I know, but it does work like that. Kinda. Yeah, the Königin is kind of... I think it's slowed down in terms of fire rate, maybe? Might just be feeling like that, though. That one is not hitting. Oh look, the Königin still has torpedoes on the side. They're just not launching. Also, what is this one here? This weird elongated thing on both of them. If that's not supposed to be there, please try and fix it once you can. I think the torpedoes may actually be the main threat that the Hamamatsu late poses here. Oh, there we go. The torpedoes actually fired from the Königin. It's kind of funny how I shouldn't be saying Königin, I should be saying Königin because no umlaut. But oh well, I know what's meant anyway, so I'll just do it regardless. Not everybody has access to umlaut letters after all. And yeah, the Königin's kind of like kiting. It's getting the fuck out of there. And it has no reason to stay around. It is, after all, winning. There is... What was in here? I mean, I don't know what was in here, but what? Ah, material storage. Huh. This looks like a lot of EMP protection, so that's gonna be AI. Yes, indeed. Kinda draws the EMP to the AI and not away from it, but who am I to judge? Königin still at 90.5%. Now targeting roughly in the area of one of the torpedo launchers. But not exactly where it needs to. Oh, that must have been ammo then, huh? Also, there's some AI parts floating about. So... Oh no, it's not AI dead though. Quite impressive firepower, definitely, from the Königin. Especially for the cost. We should do a Königin versus Brokdorf, I guess, because the Brokdorf won this fight too, so only makes sense to test those two against each other. I have a feeling the Königin could win that. Despite being lower cost than the Brokdorf, actually. So you hear that? One goes. There is the Königin. We'll follow the Königin for the time being, since... Or whatever the Cram's target really. Cram hits are more interesting than watching APS just DPS their way through everything. Again, no IFF, definitely. Were those crams on target first shot? That's crazy. Also, what damaged the Königin? Ah, yeah, right, the friendly fire issue. The incident. Okay, that cram just grazed that poor plane. But the Raya is still around. I'd Raya too if I'd fly like that. Yeah, the Raya is a pretty good distraction actually. The Brokdorf is not taking any of that shit and targeting hard on that plane. And missing. That's the worst part about it. Although the Raya is in space, so it would technically DQ up there, right? I think I didn't actually set any DQ settings, so let's quickly actually fix that issue with the DQ settings, because space was not allowed, right? Use maximum altitude of 1000-ish meters. That's the space it begins, right? And start this one again. Can't be flying into the middle of nowhere. It straight up aims for the plane. It doesn't even try to hit the ship first. It just goes for the Raya, which is kind of silly. Or just aimed like ridiculously poorly there, because this one looks like it's aimed for the ship. Although not aimed very well. This time the cramps didn't even hit. But the Raya still took a lot more damage because the AA guns are eating it. And it's flying very annoyingly because nothing can hit it. Oh, how very annoying. Hitting planes is always annoying. Oh, there we go. It's actually coming down again. It's not stuck in space. So the plane might actually make this one quite a good combo with poorly set targeting priority, as I apparently do have it. Yeah, nothing's hitting it. It's just avoiding any impacts. Evasive air. Thought we weren't allowed evasion. Or at least not much evasion. Is it above DQ distance? Yes it is. It is DQing. Slowly. But at this point the Brokdorf has taken quite a lot of damage already. Can you please stop targeting that fucking plane? There we go. Finally it DQs. Wait. And the Brokdorf apparently AI sniped the Königin. Never mind me. What the hell? We missed the AI snipe. Okay, so Brokdorf just gets lucky. That's all there is to this one. Just luck. It never fails to amaze me how lucky this ship gets with hitting the apparently only AI on enemy ships or target ships. Just incredible. I mean, we've had the Chancellor, right? Yeah, I think we had the Chancellor. But we did not yet. It's the Brokdorf against the Florent. See, the Florent is 620k. The Brokdorf is quite a cheap ship, actually. I'd say it. Yeah, this is still 60k short. So I don't know. Do we add something in? Let's just add an Elsters too. Even out the odds a bit. You spawn at 100. Oops, caps lock. You spawn at 100 and you also do. The Brokdorfs do not. Because they don't need to, obviously. I should build a flying ship. That would be funny. Let's hope they don't run into one another. Nope, they seem to be turning properly. Could have also put the planes in between the two. Actually, yeah, let's swap the lineup to that. Just take one out, add it back in, and now they should be far enough away from one another to definitely not hit each other on the way. I hope. Otherwise I'd be very, very sad. But yeah, look at that. They're turning into different directions. So they're going to get their crossfires up. I think they will die relatively quickly because they are not the tankiest of ships ever. But I mean, hey, if they try to win hard enough, maybe they will. I mean, they also have plane support, so that's good. And yeah, see if they can actually do anything. Like, the crams are getting intercepted quite effectively at this point still. Here come the unguided airdropped torpedoes. Or maybe they are guided, I don't know. They hit quite hard. Took out a good chunk of armor here. Now there's just Brokdorfs. And the planes are still around too, I guess. They are still around actually. That's a bit of armor gone. This one kind of went in actually, I think, huh? It did, huh? It didn't do much, but it did penetrate into this area, which still is quite a good way away from the guns. Maybe the shell fused early, although I don't think that happened. Oh, RIP superstructure lips. I definitely saw that one penetrate here. Where did that go? That looked like it went deep. And deep it did. Oh, this is just teasing now, isn't it? So close to the gun, yet so far. How very unfortunate. But it shows that the shells can penetrate that far. Which is pretty good. I'm happy with the crams penetrating if at all. And that's some secondaries gone right there. Brokdorfs kinda hitting all over the place with their crams, as they usually do. Look at the explosions. That's AI parts. What the fuck? Please don't tell me it AI sniped something again. Because it just keeps on doing that. Did that go in like around here? That's a turret that popped. There's a hole here, which looks like it goes towards the AI area. Yeah, this is where the AI damage came from. And I don't know. The Brokdorf's getting kinda lucky with its hits. Undeserved hits, really. Oh look, there's even planes still throwing torpedoes around. And yeah, they're guided. That definitely was a guided hit. That Brokdorf back there is just missing. Straight up. This one's quite damaged, actually, I think. At below 90%, just below. One turret is definitely out of commission. But other than that, it's kind of still cooking. Still kicking, at least. And as we've seen, the guns apparently have the pen required to hit even into these main guns. And yeah, that's another secondary gun gone. So the Brokdorfs kinda killing it, really. So close to that turret cap. It is definitely trying to get that turret snipe out. They're just edging the turret cap hits. I think that was an overpen. Oh, and there goes the turret. That's the entire turret popped by one random cramshell. Gotta love random ass cram hits in the right area. Oh, this top is... Oh, this is sad. But yeah, that Brokdorf is definitely starting to lose it too, though. Still. Firing. Actively killing stuff. And the one in the back is still kinda healthy actually at 95. That thing's kinda cooking. That's another turret definitely completely out of commission. I saw the blank muzzle flash. Those random hits from back there. Oh, look at that. It's actually coming kinda close. Not sure if it would have gone the same if I left the planes out, because they did draw fire for quite a bit. Also, I see steam parts falling out, so... Does this one have up drops? No, it does have some, but not many. Well, that Brokdorf is just losing hit points rapidly now. A lot of secondary guns on that side alive still, apparently. Which... They're working on it. They're going to try and change that. After all it takes is one lucky hit. Believe in the RNG of your shells, and they shall go where you need them to go. That's almost the main gun kill. Killed the missile launcher back here though, which those were intercepting some crab shells, so that's good. Oh, please don't tell me. Please tell me they're not going to ram. Nope, I think they're fine. They may be fine. I think the front crams on this one may both be dead, which is kinda sad. This one's down to 3 crams. This one would be down to 2 in that case. Let's see. They are definitely... I mean, the superstructure being metal plates and stuff is a lot of health that gets torn to shreds. That's a C was gone. Actually, this main gun is exposed from above. They've exposed even the deck armor. Cool. Random cram hits. Just exploding the superstructure. Here comes the cram shells. Yeah. Now it's... I don't know, really, it's just up to luck. When the cram shells connect. In the right spot. There comes some more. And some more from behind as well. Oh, that's a turret. Through the deck actually, huh? Yeah, around here is where they... Oh no. Maybe they snuck a shell below and they deconnected it. That could have happened as well, with timed fuses. Straight up went for the turret cap again. Remove the ejectors, I think. yeah, with basically just 2 main gun barrels intact still, it's not that much that the Florent can do, right? So double Brokdorf is apparently superior to a Steinburg, which makes sense. We've seen in the first testing video that they in fact want to kill the Steinburg as well. Here they come, passing by. And actually passing one another as well. They're not, like, colliding. Comes the random cramshell. That just damages some armor. I'm not sure when they're going to land any, like... I was about to say I'm not sure when they'll land a devastating hit, but that was one. Because that was the last main gun that just got nuked. So is the Florent just completely unarmed now? I heard something fire. Are you? This little AA gun, huh? The secondaries are still kinda trying. The AI doesn't know which one is more important to shoot at. Which that's kinda funny. That is kinda funny. Sad. That missed. Here come 2 more, there come 2 more. And at least there's some damage. The secondaries are trying, to be fair to them. The few that are still alive, they're trying. We are about to get another set of tram shells hitting. There come 2 and there come 2. That completely disconnected that turret. Not sure. We've almost reached the 10-minute mark, so I think we might just call it a 10 here again. So I tend to. Because there's not going to be much more happening after 10. Yeah, that removed another AA gun. This one here got clapped. How are you still in there? Oh yeah, right. You just through the borders. So... who's gonna be the one to kill the secondary? Oh my god, they're both going for it. This poor AA gun over here is the only thing that's left. They just wanted that turret back. Death. Well, I think we've reached 10, so... okay, we're about to get another salvo. We'll wait one more salvo, and then we go on to whatever next battle I come up with. What would be interesting to see? Oh, there we go. At 60%, no less. I don't know. What could be interesting? Some destroyer fights were proposed, right? Let's go with... yeah, drifting. I'm not sure. That's a plane, right? Yeah, those are planes. That's a tank, and that's a destroyer. So, what else do we have that this destroyer could fight against reasonably? Kanzler and Narr are both fairly expensive, so we'll take the results of this one with a grain of salt. Actually, let's just... I'll give him a Turmfalke. That's close enough. That is in fact close enough. So yeah, next test, the Narr which is a battle carrier, against a Hamamatsu and a Turmfalke. And yeah, the battle carrier with lots of guns. That's 12 in front, and there's another quad down here. There's also torpedoes back here, which, that's fun, isn't it? I think the Narr was using incendiary shells, actually? Or was it not? Oh no, it's AP HE. Well, SAP HE. I knew a version that was using incendiary shells, which that was kinda cool, to be honest. One could say it was cooking. But yeah, APHE probably makes sense overall. It's kind of working. The Turmfalke is getting some stray shots as well. Not sure what is happening with the Turmfalke. I think it's getting just that one back turret, yeah, looks like it. Which doesn't have any better angles. So it's just going to fire at the Turmfalke. The Narr is kind of taking the lead in this team battle. Although, I think the torpedoes haven't reached the Narr before, so now that they're in range. Did that torpedo just get bodied by the other torpedo? Or did it just explode for other reasons? I think the Narr might not like those torpedoes hitting. Even though you did armor them a bit more. That does hurt, yeah. Yeah, that torpedo definitely exploded on contact with one of those torpedoes here. Right? Am I the only one who saw that? Also, ouch. That hurt. Well, the Hamamatsu is not in good shape. It is definitely not having fun. This is... You could call it an ass beating at this point. Because that's what that was right there. Do not ask me why the Narr was so obsessed with hitting right there. Ask Gear instead, he was the freak who made it do that. Clearly. Yeah, that's a turret popped. Actually, the Hamamatsu is not all that well armed anymore. It's down to like 2 turrets. And okay, rip that part. That's just a straight up hole. The Narr is down to 86% though. So clearly something's damaging it too. And I'm assuming it's those torpedoes actually. Because they do be scary. Like now it's at 86 and there you go, it's at 85. 1% gone just like that. Main guns still look good though. So that's good. That is cool. Oh, and there's another set of torpedoes. Torpedoes that one hits there. Where's the second one? And yeah, that's a secondary gun that fell out. It's kind of just a question of time for when the Hamamatsu just dies. Yeah, right now the Narr is kind of just hitting this hole all the time. Which is quite a skill issue, if you're asking me. Aim better, There we go, that's hit. Finally. Doesn't take much more. Oh, it's AI that at 0.1% over the just dying the normal death. Now that's silly, if you're asking me. And ouch. Oh no, it wasn't ouch, it was just a Narr spawning. That was what slowed down time. Although, with a few salvos, the Narr just completely took out 2 turrets on the Turmfalke. That's unfortunate. Okay, how long have we been testing? We're already at 35 minutes. So, I don't know, I don't think we'll do too many more tests. Because this is getting time consuming. Very time consuming. Very, very, very time consuming. I did change something about the Brokdorf, so I want, or the Steinburg, so I want to put it to use at least once. Probably against the Florent again, because that's a good target for it, actually, to compare against. And yeah, there goes that turret. So let's just do that, because the Steinburg now stays at distance. It tries to leave. So yeah, that's the Florent. And this right here will again be... right, the Steinburg. There it is. Now without torpedo launchers actually, so this is quite under cost compared to the Florent. Yeah, there it is. And by all means it should kite now. It should leave as soon as it gets within like 4 kilometers. Or try to circle at 4 km. That is what it should do anyways, and not what it will do. Because we all know from the depth AI. You tell it to do something and it'll ignore your orders. Pretty much. But for now, all guns are brought to bear. The target is even set on fire a little bit by the secondaries. And now we farm. We drill a tunnel, pretty much, is what's going to happen now. And there we go, the Florent drifts into broadsiding position, which likely saves it from being frontally penetrated to death. And the Steinburg is rolling like crazy. Why is it doing that? Although, there we go, it caught itself, apparently. Setting fires everywhere, which I don't think these fires will do much of anything. It's also stripping the armor, like all of it. It once again has that idea of less armor is better. Why is the bow sinking like that? Is it just because it has so many holes already? Which, I mean, makes sense. It is turned into Swiss cheese by now. But still. That is kind of crazy. You look at the up props go hard on this one. Because just the buoyancy is gone. Which I guess at least means you're not gonna be on fire as much. Yeah. I kind of have to stay underwater because that is where the Steinburg hits. It hits underwater. It's managed to strip the side armor enough to where it just kills the secondary guns. Out of spy. Oh, I think it got to the main gun. Yeah, it got all the way through already. And now with the turret caps kind of submerging, it's going to hit the main gun turret caps as well. Which, oh no. That is generally bad news. It is just... yeah, it's killing some railgun parts and shit. And being like the gun platform that it is, this running away strategy is probably actually what works best with this ship. So I think I'm pretty happy with the AI settings I have on the Steinburg now. Just gotta get the cost down by another 50k, which I've already checked. Removing the simple weapons will not cut it. So I'll have to do something else. Whatever that will be. Still, performance-wise, this is doing better than last time already. It's just killing. You slay my little cruiser. Although it's slowed down a lot, so I think the engine got clapped. And that's a turret that got clapped from up above. Yeah, from basically through the barbette. How very unfortunate. But that's pretty much the usual. That always happens like that. Which is why I kind of don't armor the internal parts as much already. They don't have that much armor. But what dies is still always the turret caps. This one kind of narrowly escaped death, I think. Huh. And yeah, the engine is probably cooked. Yeah. The engine is, like, entirely fucked. Royally fucked. No propeller spinning anymore, it's just drifting. So these two are both just hitting each other now. This one still has functional engines. So that's great. For the Florent. But where is the engines? Where are the engines at, actually? Oh, Steinburg probably lost another turret there. Judging by how the health just jumped. It's kind of rolling into the wrong direction as well. But it has definitely turned the Florent into more or less a submarine at this point. It's working on a further strengthening that hypothesis of the Florent diving. It's killing an engine. No, it's killing a gun over there. Now it's kind of killing engines and stuff. Steinburg is 12% ahead, which I guess kind of lines up with where it was at before. So yeah, that back turret's gone. And that other back turret is not doing so hot either. It's just down to like one barrel. Not sure if this one... Oh, this one does still fire. So... of course the Steinburg decides to instantly hit it. How very nice of the Steinburg to actually aim at a reasonable spot for once. Oh, it's actually hitting the other gun. Or was, for a moment. Now it isn't. The Florent is capsizing. I wonder how much further it needs to sink before below 80% in sinking starts to kick in. It's kind of what I'm waiting for right now. Oh. Oh, that turret's gone. Which, ironically, might be bad, because now there's less weight. However, with the back getting pulled into now... That's... yeah, that's causing some sinking again. It's a weird little balancing act. Between sinking and floating. Yeah, I mean, the amount of damage that's coming in now, that's pretty much 2 turrets doing that. Yeah, that's 2 turrets that do that much damage. You could reasonably say that, I don't know, I could take a Brokdorf hull and put 3 of these turrets on there. And that would be quite a potent fucking ship. Cheaper than the Steinburg as well. And it still does the same, it still eats armor. Which it absolutely just does. Like, oh, look at those heavy armor slopes, which would definitely be what you want against kinetic shells. Well, unfortunately, they melt. Where is it killing now? It's killing around here where the heavy armor slopes are. Which it pretty much 2 shots. The fuck are you shooting at? You're supposed to hit clusters, my ship. What cluster is there in that bow? The Florent is kinda going silent. Yeah, the guns are not shooting anymore. So I think this time the Steinburg actually manages to kill before dying. They actually killed fast enough this time. Oh, never mind, there's still some shots coming. Maybe the gun just had to reload for a bit. Ouch. I'm just waiting for the targeting to hit the right spots now. I think this is like materials? No, this is AI. Huh. Hit him. Hell yeah. Since these are kind of rail guns, do we need no power? Is that like just added on, but they don't actually need it? Like, I know it's hybrid guns because they have a muzzle flash, but do they literally not need any rail power at all? Which would be pretty good. Yeah, the damage is just raining in. Although in the wrong places, it is still raining in. And yeah, there's health below 80% sinking. I expected that to happen at some point sooner or later. Where the Steinburg is still kind of alive and kicking. With 1 turret, no less, but it is kicking. So that is the true frightening firepower of a 550k material ship. Truly incredible. Right, how long have we been at now? 48. I think that'll cut it for the time being. I should protect the engine more on the Steinburg. Definitely. So yeah, enough to be learned from these as well. And more battles to be had. Until then though, goodbye.